Okay, so we've got our 6.0 wand here, and these are just going to be some tips on how to use the Terahertz wand. Get a lot of questions, obviously, and I do send a lot of stuff out, and these are just tips that you should consider. This is not in any way giving out medical advice, and for anybody out there that hasn't seen the disclaimers on all these, Terahertz wands are actually classified as health and wellness devices. They're not actually classified as medical devices. So there's never a time where you would want to not go get professional advice, treatment, consult a physician. If you have any sort of health issues, these are there to assist with a myriad of different health issues, but they should never be substituted for getting sound medical advice from a professional if you have different types of medical issues. So with that being said, all right, so I've just got to turn it on lightly. And so basically what I'm going to do with the wand is first I'll give you out some just some disclaimers, which I've already done. But the one thing also I'm going to say is that with the 6.0, which we've got here right now, the 7.0, and even Big Blue, the goal is to start slow, let your body get used to the energy that these are going to put off. So there's no reason to use these for extended periods of time when you first get them. Now, if you're going to do something for, say, hair loss, then obviously you want to hit different parts of the scalp. One great tip that I have gotten from people using this is that they use it as a hair dryer, and it technically is. I mean, if you look at it, it's got the motor, the blower. There's a lot more technology in there than a hair dryer, but if you were going to dry your hair every day and you use the Terahertz wand, you're getting the benefit of the wand and you're getting your hair dry. And the thing I like about it is that when you're using the hair dryer, you're getting it all over the head. And that concept of moving it all around and getting different angles and different parts and keeping it moving is definitely important. Now, the Terahertz wands activate dormant stem cells, okay? And there's a lot of people out there that are using these for back issues and back pain and back discomfort and different parts of the body that might be hard to get to. So one of the things that I have found to be very useful is to basically put the wand on a pillow. So what you can do is you can put it right there on a pillow, and then you can basically point it at a part of your back. So if I was going to sit down in front of it, it would obviously be pointing in my back. And if I wanted to, let's say, get after that tailbone area, I could just press it down a little bit. Now, the thing that's nice about this is with the blower, you can feel where it is. So you could actually curl up in a ball on your bed and just have the wand sitting on a pillow, and then just curl up next to it and let that thing blow that warm, hot air onto the back and onto parts of the body that you want to get to that might be difficult to reach. So let's say, as an example, we're talking about the knee. And go ahead and just sit down here and kind of look at that. But if I'm going to do my knee as an example, and you can see here, I'm actually really doing my knee. But if I'm going to do the knee, or you're going to do your knee, basically what you're going to want to do in order to make it easier to hear, I'll just turn it off. But what you're going to do is you're going to start the front. You're going to work the front. You're going to work the side. You're also going to work the back of the knee. You basically want to get all angles, right? So you want to get everywhere up and down. And if you're starting off using this, I would say you would probably start off using it for about 5 to 7 minutes on each knee. And you want to go up and down, around, and even come up a little bit into the top part of the knee area. So that would be, say, the knee. However, these are being used and developed by people that are very well-versed and knowledgeable on acupuncture. So in addition to the knee, you would also want to get the bottom of the feet. Okay, so we're finishing up doing the knee area. Now, the next thing you'd want to do with this is you would basically want to get the balls of your feet and the bottom of your feet. So there's a ton of acupuncture and meridians and things that are in the bottom of your foot. And it's a little difficult to do it with the camera, but that's fine, I'm good. But basically, you would want to get all around the bottoms of your feet on both sides. And that basically does stimulate the nerve endings, and it stimulates different parts of the body just by getting into the feet. Many times, if you look at the acupuncture charts, doing something even for your eyes, they might recommend that you're also doing it for different parts of the body, which are going to have meridians that'll lead to the eyes and also affect the eyes. So even though we're talking about your knee, for me personally, I don't have any knee issues, so I would be using it more for the mouth and teeth and gums, top of my head. I've used these a lot for assisting with wrinkles, face, skin. And so if I'm going to use it on the face area, I'm going to move it all around, and I'm probably going to use it on my face for about 5 minutes. I would say 3 to 5 minutes for each foot on the bottom of the foot. And in an effort to be consistent and do it on both sides, and I'll actually turn it up a little higher. And now I'm running it right now with full heat. So as I was running it with full heat, one other tip that I would give people if you're using these and if you're sensitive to the heat, keep the wand moving. You always really want to keep the wand moving. It's going to send energy into the body, but the body's moving, the cells are moving. So in general terms, you want to definitely keep the wand moving. So you would want to get the part of the body that needs attention. If it's the back, like I said, you could go with the pillow and just set it in a pillow, lay it down, and then you could curl up next to it. If you're going to do the knees, I would start off doing maybe 5 minutes and then getting all around both sides and the back of the knee. You always want to do the feet, because that from an acupuncture and for energy meridians is very good and it's very beneficial. And then, like I said, if let's say you got a bad knee or a bad hip and you're doing one side, you always want to do the other side. Maybe you do the one side that has more of the stiffness, soreness issues. Maybe you do that about 20% more, but you always want to basically do both sides of the body. So we're going to basically, just kind of go through, and that'll show you different parts that you're going to want to use it on. But let's say, as an example, people are getting these to use them for their eyes. You never want to point these in your eyes with your eyelids open. They do penetrate about 8 to 10 inches into the body. So this terahertz frequency, which we can see here, that frequency is basically is going about 8 to 10 inches deep in the body. So there's really not any part of the body that you can't reach. You can get to just about anything and everything, internal organs. These are being used obviously a lot for assisting with kidney function, assisting the lungs, helping break up mucus, different parts of the body. And so, and I'm using it also for different types of internal parts of the body. But if you're going to use it in the internal organ area, like I said, you can keep it 5 to 7 inches away. If that's too warm, then go with the cooler setting. This, once again, is the 6.0. And then once again, also keep the wand moving. That prevents the heat from building up in one specific area. So that's also another good tip. So these are just some very basic overviews. We're going to get in also and show you how to charge the terahertz water. That's a very important part of this. The goal for you is to get the best possible outcome from using the technology. And the best way to do that is to also drink the water. So we're going to do a quick video and we'll also show that as well. But this is the 6.0 wand, very popular for assisting people with discomfort, soreness, stiffness, bad backs, sore knees, a lot of testimonials on ankle, wrist, feet, shoulders, back, knees, hips. These things are really doing a remarkable job, and using multiple technologies. So you have the scalar technology, quantum scalar, which is coming out, scalar waves being extremely powerful and have a very positive effect on the body. The terahertz frequency is charging the cells, getting them to resonate at their maximum potential, and also then assisting with the removal of mutated cells. Since mutated cells run at low frequency, generally speaking, when they're in an environment with high frequency, they normally don't make it, or there is a chance that they can revert back and get back to being a healthy cell by pushing the vibration up. But low frequency cells, normally mutated and not the cells you want in your body, this thing will remove those. And so that gets into things like tumors and just general toxic material that gets into the body. And then you also have the quartz crystal technology. and then you've got the quartz crystal. So you have multiple technologies that are in effect that are being used with this. And this is technology that has not been around a long time. So these are very popular. They're very beneficial, assisting with hair growth, anything skin related. I've seen these really start taking out psoriasis. I've had people using them with Bell's palsy to speed up the recovery on that. I've had people using these for anything related to the skin, really. I mean, wrinkles and all different types of things. I used it a lot for the mouth, teeth, and gums, and then also the neck area. And then I use it just, after I get done working out, I'll use it for a while and just, speed up the recovery time for the body. So it kind of sends some energy into the body after a workout. So these are some of the ways you can use it. And obviously, when you buy these, we can always answer any questions that you've got. But I like it. It's just super simple. 3-speed motor. Pick a heat that's good for you. This is the what I would call the original one. This is the starter. This is the 6.0. And this is the one that we all started with basically before the 7.0 came out, and then Big Blue and some of the professional ones as well. But this is just an overview how to use the 6.0 wand. We're going to go ahead and sign off, and then we'll go into some more details on the water and showing the comparison between the other models.